Okay, here with the Molloy Lions, who are on their way up here to Buffalo to play in the East Coast Conference semifinals with head coach Christine Verrelle. Christine, who do you have with us today?
We have our senior Colleen McCullagh and freshman Sharmeela Ugbogbo.
Okay, great. Christine, obviously you're the only home team that won on Wednesday. All three road teams won, both on the men's side and one on the women's side. You guys won at home over UDC. As I give every coach your turn to make an opening statement. Obviously, you're on your way up here to Buffalo. Talk about your journey in the tournament so far.
As a player and now as a coach, head coach for 2 years, and even as assistant the past five, every time we get to the tournament, it's a super exciting time for the girls as well as myself. We were happy to get the win on Wednesday. We played a really tough team, and like you said, we were the only home team to get here from Wednesday. So, now we're hoping that we can maybe get an upset this weekend, but it's going to be tough because we're facing a very good team tomorrow, Mercy. Just hoping we come out with confidence that we're capable of doing it and just play hard because it's going to be a dogfight. It always is this time of year.
Before we talk about Mercy, let's talk about your win over UDC. Obviously, I'll mention that when we talk about Mercy. Playing a team three times is tough. Obviously, you play them twice in the regular season and the playoffs. What impressed you about the win over UDC?
With my team, I think what most impressed me was the girls, their composure. UDC's tough. Both games were close in the regular season, and even this game was pretty close until the end. But they're a scrappy team. They're athletic. They always hustle. They don't give up, and they're all over us. So the way we had composure on offense, I think that really helped us.
And I'll one of the student athletes, so you guys, whoever wants to go first, talk about the win. How good was it to get your first playoff win, obviously at home, being the home team and getting that win?
Yeah, no, it felt really good. And especially, at least since I've been here and the other seniors too, we haven't had our first playoff game be at home yet. So I think it was special to, have that our senior year, and we had a great fan base, and, the energy was there for us. So we just played off of that.
Yeah, to add on to what Colleen said, as a freshman, it was definitely like a new feel. So having our first home game for the playoffs was definitely a good feeling. We had all our fans there to support us, so it was definitely a good feeling. So yeah.
And let's turn to your opponent, Mercy. Obviously, Mercy, co-regular season champion, a very talented team. What impressed you about Mercy?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. They always have been, and they have a deep roster, and anyone can really come in and make an impact at any point, both offensively and defensively. So for us, I think it's just going to be a matter of, staying together, keeping our composure for the whole 40 minutes, and, following our scout and like following it because, we know what we have to do. So it's just a matter of executing.
Yeah, like Colleen said, Mercy has really great players, but at the end of the day, we just had to stick together and we have to play a full 40 minutes of basketball. It doesn't matter at the end of the day if they have great players, we have great players too. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a dogfight, but it really comes down to who wants it more.
And for the student athletes, and then for Christine, does playing a first round game, even though the other teams, Daemen and Mercy have had rest, does playing a first round game help a little bit when you go into a semifinal like this because you haven't had that long layoff, even though you played Saturday and then now you played again Wednesday. Does sometimes playing that first round game help a little bit?
I think so for sure. We're definitely just going to play off that energy that we left on Wednesday and just hopefully keep building on that the rest of the weekend.
Oh,
yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead, Christine.
No, I mean, pretty much what Colleen said. And if you look at our schedule, especially early on throughout the year and pretty much consistently, we've had at least 2 games a week, sometimes even 3. So I think we're used to it at this point. So hopefully it'll play to our advantage.
Yeah, and in March too, we're just playing off of adrenaline and momentum. And I think that's what's so fun about March. So we're excited for this weekend.
You just keep going until you just hope you just keep, get past
Exactly.
Saturday, then you get to the next one. So my final question, and I'll do the student athletes and then you, Christine, is what does it mean to play in the ECC?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's a very special conference. And I think one of my favorite parts about it is just the competitive nature. Like every game we go into, like it can go either way and you can't really underestimate any team in our conference. So that's been really fun this season. And it's going to be the same thing this weekend again.
I feel like playing the ECC is definitely a great experience, especially coming in as a freshman. You don't really know any of the teams particularly. So it's always like, oh, you just have to play your best game. And you don't know what to expect. Like, you had to come into this game with the top energy, top performance, because you don't know what they're going to throw at you. So.
And obviously, Christine, what does it mean to coach in the ECC?
It means a lot, especially because I did play in the ECC at one point as well. So I know a lot about the conference. Some of the people who are still involved in the conference, whether it's a coach or on the staff, were there when I played too. So it's nice to build different relationships. And also, even though it's not us, it's really nice to see that two teams are actually ranked in the top 8 in the region, because sometimes other conferences don't consider ours to be the strongest. So I'm happy Mercy and Daemen are both ranked. And again, if we can get a win this weekend and be in that category, it'd be an awesome accomplishment for us.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.